Hi! Today I'm going to be teaching you 6.4, writing equations of quadratic functions. So, what you first do is, when you have a graph, a parabola like this, sorry I can't say it, you pick out two x-intercepts, and in this case we have -3, 0, and in this one we have -4, 0. And so then what you do is you are trying to find a, am I explaining this right? Oh, this is +4, sorry. This is +4, sorry, my mistake. Okay, so this is how we're gonna set up the equation. So since this is -3, this is going to be a +3, x plus 3. And then since this is a +4, this will be x minus 4. And so when you're trying to find a, you have to pick a point on the graph. And so in this case, I'm gonna pick, can I pick this one? I'm gonna pick 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, -5. And so we replace y with -5, and then we keep the a, and then we replace all the x's with zeros. So it'll look like this. And then after that, we do 0 plus 3, which is 3. And then we do 0 plus, this is supposed to be 4. And then we do 0 plus 4, which is 4. And then we keep the a, and then bring down the -5. And then 3 times 4 is 12. And then have the a attached to it. And then we bring down the -5, divide it all by 12. And then for your a, it will be a -5 over 12. That looks messy as hell. But, and then we plug it back into the equation. So let me erase all this. So then we plug it back in the equation. It was -5 over 12, x plus 3, x -4. Was it? Alright, so when you find your x-intercepts, you're gonna have your equation, which is y equals a, x plus 3, x minus 4. And then after that, you're gonna pick a point on the graph to find your a. And in this case, I picked 0, -5. And so then you replace the y with -5, keep the a, replace all your x's with zeros. And then you solve. So 0 plus 3 is 3. 0 minus 4 is -4. Keep your a, so -5. And then -4 times -3 is -12a. And then you bring down your 5. Then after that, you divide your -12 over 5. And then once you found a, which in this case is -5 over -12, well, when you get -5 and -12, you plug it back in for a. So let me erase all of this. And then it'll be -5, -12, x plus 3, x minus 4. And that's how you find your equation. Oh, well, since and since this is a graph that's positive, make sure you actually change the -5, -12 to +5/12. And this will be your answer. Okay, now we're gonna find the vertex. Since my graph already has a vertex, I'm gonna use 0. The vertex is always this point right here, or whatever, and it's 0, -5. And for this equation, it looks like this: y equals a x minus h squared plus k. So for this one, you do y equals a, and then x, and then you replace h with 0, and then you square this, and then you replace your k with your -5. -5. And then you pick a point on your graph, and in this case, I'm going to put -4, 0. So then, I'm just going to leave it like that. So, I'm going to replace the y with 0, and then I'm going to replace my x with 4. That's -5. And then after that, you're gonna solve what's in the parentheses. So 4 minus 0 is 4. Square that is 16. And then -5. A equals 0. So let me move this. And so then you're going to solve 16 plus -5, 11, which will be 11. 11a equals 0. Divide that by 11, and then your a is going to be 0. So now you're gonna plug the 0 into your original equation, which was y equals 0 x minus x. Okay, so when you're trying to solve for a, right here on the bottom, I got 0 equals a 16 plus -5. So I made my new equation, which is 0 equals 16a minus 5. So to finish this equation, it's going to be, I'm going to add the 5, bring down the 5, and then I'm going to divide it with 16, and then my a is going to be 15 over 16. And so to bring it back to the original equation, I'm going to replace the a with 5 over 16. And then the x, it's x minus x minus, hold on, I forgot my equation. Oh, x minus 0 square plus -5, and that is your equation.